last breakout session will be presented by one of our very close partners, Shannon Brawley, the Executive Director of the Rhode Island Nursery and Landscape Association, better known as RINLA, and Shayna Cohen, Senior Consultant at KKP. We're going to hear from Shannon and Shayla today about growing good food jobs. Workforce development is one of the most important things we can provide in terms of this sector, and so we're excited about their partnership. Welcome, Shannon and Shayna.
Thank you, Catherine. We're really excited. My name is Shannon Brawley, Executive Director of RINLA, and I just want to say how happy we are to be here today. And I want to thank Catherine, Sharon, and Katie at URI for making all of this happen. We're thrilled again to be here. Shayna, I'll turn it over to you for a little bit.
Thank you. I'm Shayna Cohen. I'm a senior consultant with a consultancy that works nationwide with a home base here in Rhode Island and across sectors. We work in business, nonprofit, government, philanthropy, and education. And we have a specialization in food systems research, strategy, and problem solving. I've been working over the past 5 years with Shannon and the Rhode Island Nursery and Landscape Association. And we're here today to discuss the workshop that we're co-hosting as a follow-on to today's Food Summit on February 16th at 4 p.m. at the URI Alumni Center and online. Our workshop is called Good Food Jobs, Cultivating People to Elevate the Food System. It's a panel and networking opportunity. And here's what it's all about. As we've all seen over the past 3 years, the nation's cultural and economic experience of COVID, of massive supply chain disruptions, of the Great Resignation, has brought sweeping changes to the nature and experience of work in America and in the food system. And more, we're all seeing people who are leaving undersatisfying jobs behind in search of work with businesses and organizations that have a mission, vision, and values that align with their own, where they have opportunities for professional growth, where they're cultivated as full human beings, and or where the products, processes, or programs in question contribute to environmental sustainability, to vibrant local food systems, to social justice, and to equity. The Good Food Jobs workshop that we're hosting in February will bring together employers and employees from across the Rhode Island food system and across food supply chains, representing a range of business sizes, a range of organizational structures, and a range of perspectives. And together we'll explore a range of tangible and tactical approaches to investing in people as an investment in a business, and more broadly, investing in people as a way of investing in the state's agriculture and food industries. Our panelists will include from the agriculture sector, Greenview Farm, from the food service sector, the Newport Restaurant Group, from the distribution sector, Farm Fresh Rhode Island, and from the food processing sector, Blount Fine Foods. In addition to just introducing you to the idea that we're doing this panel, inviting you to it, and expressing our hope that you'll join us in February, we wanted to also take the opportunity to tell you a bit about why we're hosting this workshop and what perspective we bring to it as host and facilitator. Shannon, over to you.
All right. A little bit about the Rhode Island Nursery and Landscape Association. We advocate on behalf of the $2.5 billion green industry here in the state. And that includes a broad range of businesses centered really on working lands and land stewardship. One of the key ways the association has been serving Rhode Island farm businesses over the past 5 years is really by developing a suite of interconnected, employer-driven, people-centered workforce program called Growing Futures. We're actually really proud of these programs. And Growing Futures' mission is to attract, train, and retain the next generation of professionals who will steward, protect, and respond to the changing environment and how we feed our communities. So these programs that we've established, again, is interconnected and together comprise a career pathway from our 5-week paid pre-apprenticeship program, which was inspired by the Conservation Civilian Corps, and we're actually working on DEM Public Lands, our Arcadia management area. It's a rigorous hands-on work program on public land, Arcadia, and of which 70% of the graduates are matched with permanent job positions in the industry. We have a registered apprenticeship program, which is an earn while you learn model that combines mentored on-the-job learning with job-related instruction, both tied to attainment of defined skills and standards. a new pathway that we're really excited, and we partnered actually very closely with the Rhode Island Food Policy Council, URI, and CCRI to develop an interdisciplinary associate degree program called Environment, Sustainability, and Management at CCRI, with clear transferability to URI and significant programs that speak to the food system. We also have enhanced professional certifications and much more. RINLA has really taken this on because labor and human capital issues were found to be the #1 issue facing our member employees. And we also saw it as an opportunity to connect the dots between industry's search for the next generation of leaders and workers, and a generation's search for work that holds meaning and a way to contribute to larger issues facing our coastal community. We know that businesses across the food system experience the same challenges. It's across economic sectors, and we know this to be true. And so there are the same opportunities. And we really are looking forward to sharing with you different perspectives and really make this panel, provide you with some tools and useful. But I'm going to turn it back over to Shana so she can wrap this up.
Thanks, Shannon. So that perspective of building the Growing Futures programs that Shannon described together over the past 5 years is really the underpinning of why we're doing this panel. It will underlie the questions that we ask of our cross-supply chain panelists, and it will underlie the discussion that we look forward to hosting with many of you. This workshop is designed for workers, managers, business owners, people who work at any level of any kind of food or agriculture organization, and anyone wanting a window into the specific kinds of things that real Rhode Island organizations are doing to cultivate people. We're really excited to be shining a light on all of this and leading this discussion. We hope you'll join us, and we're happy to take questions if you have any for us. So the question is, will I meet some of your interns at the breakout session? The panelist and follow-on session will bring together employers and their employees. RINLA's program is a registered apprenticeship program. It's a federally recognized post-secondary credential that is hosted and sponsored by the Nursery and Landscape Association. We will have a person who is actively involved as a registered apprentice and has been moving through the ranks of the various levels of registered apprenticeship and through the programs Shannon described as a speaker on the panel, yes. Shannon, do you want to field this one?
Sure. It really is across the board in terms of pay rate, but you will find for beginning level in the industry, it could be anywhere from 15 to 18, and depending on the industry sector, it's as high as $20 to $25 an hour. It really is, we've learned, very different across industries. But we will talk more about pay rates. What does a benefit package look like? What are we finding people looking for? So we will address this issue.
And how employers can transparently create expectations and pathways to wage growth over time.
Exactly.
Is another piece of registered apprenticeship and all the different models we'll be talking about. Thank you for that question.
Thank you, Shannon and Shana. That was great. And we look forward to your breakout session. Actually, their breakout session will be our first breakout session. It'll be in February. The full slate of breakout sessions will be posted at the end of this summit and then again on our website.